Sorry guys, I was doing something else. Okay, recording started. So loop card. We will remove this one from the network. Okay, this one. Now how it is happening? For example, this is a route, and we have priority as a 19 here. We have cost is 19, and for example, 0A MAC address, 0B MAC address, and 0C MAC address, and by default priority 32.768. So this port will become a root port. This port also will become a root port, and 0B lowest MAC address because cost is 1919 to reach the root bridge, and this also interface will claim I will become a DP port. This also will become a DP port. I mean claiming. After that it will say lowest designated bridge ID. Who having lowest designated bridge ID, that port will become a DP port. So this will be BP and this will be this is what how is Hispanity is working, right? So be learnability. What will happen? What will happen if some bug, for example, some bug or some configuration issue or some hardware failure, anything could be, right? So this port, which is a blocking port, start forwarding the traffic, become root port or DP port, whatever I will show you a bit. Okay, DP port, and it will start forward. And this is also something is this is root port, right? It's sending all kind of traffic, and this is a root. I mean DP port. It is sending the BPDU, but I can say don't send the BPDU. If any port will not receive BPDU, in that case, what will happen? It will become a root, right? And start forwarding DP port. But here, this all is working well here. It's a like I have a boss, I have a superior one. So this will become a root port, and this one will become a DP port because it's not receiving, but it also be DP port. So there is no blocking port. I mean to say that, right? No blocking port in the network. So I'm going to make like that topology, and I will try to prove that like all the port in the forwarding state. So that's might be you have seen multiple time my Achal can Anurag can check with him. He has seen lot of spanning to tree issue where
बराबर
port is flapping,
हाँ हाँ
flapping and lot overlapping. Overlapping means single interface will receive multiple MAC address. One time this MAC address, another time that MAC address. Means it's loop kind of loop will create. So like the topology, let me just disable the configuration which I have done right now. Config T do so run. I'll default interface this one, two, three, 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 right? Done. All default I have done. Here what we have configured do so run. Let me do that. Just to default this one as well. Default this one. Default 2. Default 3. Done. And here I will put the port as a shutdown state.
default interface
Okay. Here do so run. Only one port is root, that is 3 1. Default this one. Do right. Who is coming up, man? Uh, okay. Now done. To technique. Okay. Now all set, right? This one do so run. Remove all the configuration now. All good. Now what I can do, let me see if actually what I'm trying to do that. Let me explain you guys first. After that I will. So I'm going to enable a term known as a BPDU filter. BPDU filter. Don't worry what is BPDU filter. We will learn in coming day or today itself. Okay. Filter. So what will the BPDU will,
Okay.
filter what is going to do? It's it will not generate any BPDU from this interface because it's a DP port and it's generating the BPDU. But I'm saying don't generate the BPDU. Now this was RP earlier. Okay. Now it will become a DP. Okay. Here only is stop generating that. Okay. But it will receive all the packet. Okay. Now this port was blocking. Now it will become a root port because it's reaching superior BP2 via this direction. This will become a DP. This will become a RP. This will become a DP, and this will become a DP itself. DP will be. So any port you can see as a blocking port? No, right? Any port you can see as a blocking port? No, correct? So what our purpose is, how we can prove is like all the interfaces on the devices should be in forwarding state, no blocking state. Then our loop is created, right? And we are going to
Yep.
protect that loop. Okay. So what is going to do? If any root port, earlier was we are discussing about the DP port, right? Now we are discussing about the root port. If any root port stop receiving the BPDU, then that port will become in root inconsistent state. I mean, uh, it will in blocking state or disable state until unless this port will start receiving the or stop receiving the BPDU and it stop sending start sending the BPDU. So how it's work means if any side, any direction, for example, if DP root port, DP port will not send any traffic, okay, in that case, we can say like this interface having some problem, okay, and then this port eliminated from the network and we can put into blocking state. So only this kind of network will be existing, okay. So let's do that and I will show you because we need to show like all the port is going to forwarding state and then we will apply some loop guard concept and see what is happening. Okay. Okay. This I just disable it. This okay. Its communication also is happening. It will keep happening as well via this way. Okay. All good, right? I have disabled all the config and all is fine, right? Now what I can do is normal spanning tree is working. I will show you. do so is spanning tree. See, all the DP port in the this is root, and second switch this is non-DP non-root switch. So some of the port will be in forwarding, some is the root. This is the root. This is DP. Okay, and this one here you can see one RP, one blocking. So is spanning tree. Do so is spanning tree. See, it's blocking. See, this blocking I need to bring into forwarding like that. So no none of the port blocking means loop is happening. Correct? So log as well. I can show you some MAC address flag is happening. You will see some multiple MAC addresses start learning kind of. Okay, because we have only one PC, so you will not see much impact. But in company where we have thousands of PCs, then you can see what level of impact will happen in network. So it's for the lab purpose only. Do not try in your actual network. Okay, this is kind of disclaimer. Okay, fine. Now enable the BPD filter here. Because I'm using this one, I think this doesn't support the BPD filter. Enable config t interface fh0/1 for example is spanning tree BPDU. See, BPDU, only BPDU guard is there. It doesn't support BPD filter. So actually I required BPD filter first. That's what, or else I cannot prove this. Let me first उधर रखो 2 मिनट में आ जाता हूँ. Okay, so give me a moment. Okay, let's prove quickly. Will not, I do not have that much time. Give me a moment. Switch number one, go on switch number one, E0/1. So interface E0/1 is spanning tree BPDU is support, right? BPDU F filter, yeah, it's there. Enable. Okay, it's enable. Now you will see. So is spanning tree, all the port in forwarding state. Switch number two, all forwarding state earlier was the same. Do so is spanning tree. All forwarding here was blocking. Here was blocking, and I need to check if it become a forwarding. See, art listening learning, because this there is no port connected, right? No device is connected. So see, this become a forwarding, right? See, I'll become a forwarding. Listening. It will come up after 20 seconds. See, I'll become a forwarding. Earlier was listening. You know, listening, learning, forwarding state. Now it's become a forwarding. See, it came as a forwarding, right? All the port in forwarding state. So where is the loop? Means right now loop is start happening. See, see how impact is into PC. Quick is full. Means lot of MAC address is happening kind of. So log you can check here. See, lot flap. It's not showing. It should show generally, but in real life you will show lot of flap will happen. Here is not happening. Its switch label is also saying something useful. What is mean I don't know, but it's something is happening. See, should be happen some, but it's not happening anyway. But if some PC is showing queue is full, I just cancel this. I don't want to be, the resource should be utilized. So this kind of loop is happening. Okay. So how you can protect it? Go on login on. Uh, we have some couple of. First disable this one. Okay, where it is? Where it is? Which one? There's no root. Here it should be root. Do so is spanning tree. Do so is spanning tree. Do so. So root we have 0/0. Interface is 0/0. Spanning tree. loop guard loop might be guard loop. Done. Apply same command on the other side switch. Config T interface do so is interface E0/1 this command. Done. Now see, you allow some time. Do so spanning tree. So spanning tree, forwarding. So spanning tree, route forwarding should be blocking. One should be blocking. Okay, one protocol I have not. So spanning tree. Okay, you're not there. Where I have enabled this DPD filter 0/1 in the one number 0/1. Because I as said, it's might be bug or some failure of the device. So in that case, it will be created. So if you will see like that log or something where multiple MAC address flapping or something, in that case, you need to check loop guard. How you need to do that? By enabling these commands. So run 2 minutes. I have enabled the filter. I don't know where I enabled. Okay, in root guard. Okay. So DPD filter somewhere I enabled, right? So it's spanning tree. Okay, here it is. I see. System got hang bang. It's slow. Just enable immediately. It's making my console is slow. No. Put this command. Right. Done. Now you will see here will one port will become a blocking. It came right. It's blocking. Done. Let me stop the recording. You watch the video. If you have any question, please ask me. Bye.